Okay, real quick, going to give you some instructions on this demand and supply review activity where we're going to ask you to look at some events and you've got a graph for the product in front of you. You have a supply and demand curve already there. Given the event, you're going to need to graph which curve is shifting in the correct direction and identify what's happening to the price and the quantity in terms of equilibrium. So I'm going to do number 2 with you here. There is no number 1. The events the U.S. government bans the import of Chilean grapes. Our market is for grapes. So what we are looking at is the government has decided that they're not going to allow as many sellers to have grapes in the country. So this is affecting the suppliers directly. We're going to see a decrease in supply. So we're going to go to the graph. You'll see arrow to the left. Then, and I look at this assignment and correcting it. That's what I'm looking for is, do you have the arrow pointed in the correct direction? And then I labeled it S2 because the original supply curve was S1. So that's why I say look for the arrow. That's going to tell me if you get it or not. Now, the next part of this problem is to figure out what's going to happen to the equilibrium price and the equilibrium quantity. So look at where did the X move to. The original X is E1. The new X is where my blue line is. So the price actually went up for grapes, but the quantity of grapes in the market went down. If you look at that on the vertical axis, you can see that the price went from the lower price to the higher price, whereas the quantity went from the higher quantity to the lower quantity. So good luck doing that with the rest of it. If you get stuck on any of them or need an explanation, don't hesitate to message me.